The Yankees might have a wave of young pitchers set to arrive next season. Just an hour away from Yankee Stadium are the Somerset Patriots, and where they play at TD Bank Ballpark, and they have three starters that could end up making their MLB debuts next season. Not only have they had strong seasons, but they've been some of the best pitchers in minor league baseball. Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz, Ben Hess, and Carlos Lagrange have all cemented themselves as the three best pitching prospects in the Yankee organization right now, and we're going to break them all down and talk about why scouts and talent evaluators like them so much. Before we get into the video, here's a quick message about our sponsor, DraftKings. Hey guys, it's Ryan from Fireside Yankees, and we're teaming up with DraftKings Sportsbook to offer you all an exclusive promo code to new customers. I'm feeling really good about the Bronx Bombers today, and I can't wait for tonight's game to add some extra fun to my evening watching America's pastime. While I'll be tuned into the Bronx Bombers, I'll also watch games around the league where I'll be tracking my bets for the night on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. I'm all about the data and analytics, and they're a big help when making these bets. It also gives me a reason to watch the best plays over and over and over again, and if you use our code FiresideYanks right here on the screen, new customers can bet $5 to get $300 instantly in bonus bets. You also get $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. What a deal. Whether it's an absolute tank job, a 100-mile-per-hour fastball that's painted on the outside part of the plate, or an unbelievable diving catch, the next big play is coming, and you can bet on it. So what are you waiting for? Head over to DraftKings Sportsbook and sign up with the code FiresideYanks today. First, let's talk about 2024 first-round pick Ben Hess, who is 22 years old and stands at 6'5" with a very husky frame. After putting up a 4.53 ERA and 14.1% walk rate over his first 10 starts, Hess would catch fire, posting a 2.26 ERA and 33.3% strikeout rate while only walking 8% of batters. The right-hander has a good fastball sitting around 93 to 95 miles per hour, hitting 97 on the radar gun multiple times. His low release height, excellent extension, and elite vertical movement make this pitch an excellent weapon at the top of the zone. This fastball also has a ton of arm side movement as well, and if he can locate this pitch at the top of the zone consistently, it should be a big swing and miss pitch for him moving forward. He pairs this with a disgusting curveball that has tons of two-plane movement and sports a good changeup as well, giving him two reliable secondary pitches he can throw in any start. The area of improvement for Hess has to be with arsenal depth. He does have a slider, but he doesn't throw it very often because the shape and velocity of the pitch leave a lot to be desired. As for another pitch you could possibly add, I think a two-seam fastball or sinker shape would work really well for him because Hess does have a good ability to move the ball laterally, especially into the hands of right-handed batters. Ben Hess does have command issues, but I really like that he's progressed as a strike thrower as the season has gone on, and we haven't seen the walks elevate in Double-A. With the 9th best strikeout rate in minor league baseball among pitchers with at least 80 innings pitched this season, it's easy to see why the Yankees spent a first-round pick on him. Next, we have Carlos Lagrange, a monster who can throw a fastball up to 103 miles per hour. Lagrange is 22 years old and stands at 6'7", having a very well put-together frame after being more of a lanky, tall pitcher in years past. Carlos Lagrange's fastball is maybe the best fastball in the entire organization. He gets 18 inches of ride on this pitch and can blow it right past hitters at the top of the zone. He pairs his fastball with a tight slider at 86 miles per hour, a big sweeper at 83 miles per hour, and a 90 mile per hour changeup with tons of drop. Lagrange owns the third most strikeouts in minor league baseball at 163 while having a 3.18 FIP on the season, and there's a lot to love about the repertoire. The ability to spin the ball in multiple different directions, especially developing a feel for his changeup, has allowed Lagrange to be pretty unpredictable when he's locating the zone well. That's kind of the key here. Lagrange's command is easily his biggest issue. Since moving up to Double-A, he has a 15.3% walk rate, and on the season, he's walked over 12% of batters faced. But if he can get into the strike zone more often, he's going to be a dynamic pitcher. This stuff is just so good that even when he gets himself into trouble and completely loses the zone, he finds ways to get out of the jam by just pounding the zone with fastballs or locating a nasty changeup or breaking ball to put away a hitter. Carlos Lagrange has a pretty obvious reliever risk because his command is firmly below average, but it has improved from years past, so there is some belief that he could get better at throwing strikes in the coming years. If he doesn't stick as a starter, I think Lagrange will immediately profile as someone who can be a long-term closer for the Yankees. Finally, we have Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz, who I would crown as the best pitching prospect inside the Yankees organization. Standing at 6'3" with a very lanky frame and a funky release point, ERC has been unbelievable this year. He's top 10 in total strikeouts, FIP, and ground ball rate among minor league pitchers with at least 80 innings pitched this season. Cruz has a 6-pitch mix, by far the deepest of any pitcher we've talked about so far today, throwing a sinker, sweeper, splitter, four-seamer, curveball, and cutter. His sinker and four-seamer sit around 95 miles per hour, with his sinker being the much better pitch due to excellent depth and arm side movement. His four-seamer needs work. The shape of the pitch simply isn't that great. He's not getting the ride you want on that kind of fastball, and it's pretty much a dead zone shape, but because he throws from a lower arm angle and can throw it consistently at the top of the zone, it gives hitters a different look, and it can get some swings and misses. His cutter is a pretty average pitch. It's more of a bridge pitch that kind of sits between all of his crazy movement profiles, and it's not necessarily something you'd expect to overpower hitters with. It plays a role in his success. Now, where he really stands out, in my opinion, is with his non-fastballs. His splitter, sweeper, and curveball have really high whiff rates, and they generate a good amount of movement while being distinct from each other. The curveball relies more on that deep vertical break. The splitter has some pretty good depth as well, but moves in the opposite direction to the curveball, and the sweeper has a good amount of lateral movement, moving away from righties and into lefties. He has 6 pitches, and it's not that he just throws them, it's that he can throw them in any count, any situation, and mixes them in every start. It's what makes him such a tough at-bat. Batters have a tough time figuring out what's going to come out of ERC's hand, and it's made him one of the best pitchers in minor league baseball this year. In my opinion, he's the most polished pitcher in this group, and barring injury, I would bet on him making his major league debut before anyone else in this video. With a 2.56 ERA and a 30.2% strikeout rate in AA, Cruz already looks ready for AAA, and I expect him to make a start at the MLB level in mid-2026. In between now and then, I'd like to see ERC add another tick to his fastball velocity, or, if possible, improve the four-seam shape. Making a leap in either category could make him a top 50 to 75 prospect in the game. I also do think his command could get better, but we've seen it improve throughout the season, so I no longer look at it as something to hyper-focus on the way I would have at the start of the year. ERC is a fun prospect, and I see him as someone who could be a number 3 starter on a World Series contender very soon. That'll wrap up today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and tell us what kind of content you'd like to see next. My name is Ryan Garcia. You can follow me at Ryan Garcia ESM. And until next time, everyone, let's go Yankees, and peace out.